What's good, my people? Welcome back to another Vibrations here on this Mystelics reaction, guys. There's a lot of craziness going on in Dominica right now, especially some new information that we got, wondering if Vince Henderson is illegal as a nominee for the Granby constituency in this regard. But we're going to be talking about that in a while. So with that said, guys, round of applause goes out to each and every one of you guys who tuned into yet another Mystelics reaction, guys. I just want to tell you guys, I do appreciate you guys right there and then. But before we get the whole situation, guys, definitely keep it tuned with something that is also confusing right there. So apparently, if you can read this thing, you can take your time and read this, guys. But apparently, Handbag's symbol, those individuals who want to vote for Handbag, his symbol has changed from a tree to a bird. So apparently on nomination day, they gave him a tree as his symbol, and that is what he stated he was his symbol. And unfortunately, they've removed that from him and given him a bird instead. I don't know if they're trying to create some confusion for the people who are trying to vote for Handbag, but apparently there seems to be some entities trying to push something aside from my own understanding in this whole thing right there, guys. But if you can read this thing right there, apparently Handbag's symbol was the ladder initially. That's what he wanted, but of course that wasn't part of the electoral symbols that were available for him. And of course he was given a tree. But as a result of they saying that the other individual, are three individuals up, as a result of the other individual, they stated that the one who was based on alphabetical order, their names, the other individual who apparently was in the higher chain of the alphabetical order in terms of his names was given the tree instead, and Handbag was given the bird as a result of this thing right there. So Handbag's symbol is now the bird, guys. The bird, keep that in mind. The bird is Handbag's symbol, aka Julius Gabriel's symbol when it comes down to the nomination. I think that needs to be totally clarified in this regard. I got the clarification myself, but I think they also need to do that as well for themselves to make sure that the individuals know who exactly or which symbol they need to vote for when it comes down to this thing. So the tree is no longer it. The bird is the symbol that individuals need to get. Hopefully all the information get to share. You guys can share this video as well so that other people can get the information if they want to vote for Handbag. And I think they should vote for Handbag since Handbag is the one who has done most in Granby. No doubt about it. Vince has not done most in Granby. Vince has done absolutely nothing for his own constituency, much less for Granby. Okay? And Scary want to put him there and say, hey, we'll make things happen. Foolishness. Right that there. And the other guy, Tua Wash. I don't know if that is his, I guess that's his nickname. Tua Wash is the other individual who they gave the tree. Here I have no idea what he has done. But for Handbag, who is now given the bird symbol, as you can see right there, he's issued to him a bird symbol. He has done the bus thing. He has done a number of things when it comes into Granby without being paid for this thing, which of course I think is a good thing right there. It shows the individual who really wants to do something for Granby and the community, and not just the community, but the people by extension. He did a wonderful thing when it comes down to the bus and protests, and of course they got some monies as a result of that, putting pressure on the government for their dirty ways, man. So we have to stop them in their tracks right there. So you guys can pretty much read that and make sure that you understand that the Handbag symbol is now the bird. Okay, guys, keep that in mind. Handbag symbol is what? The bird, not the tree. The bird. All right, get and there, guys. Just in case. Anyways, guys, back to the situation. According to this individual, Clarence Christian, who I don't think he doesn't. I personally think he's probably getting paid to do the foolishness that he does. But apparently, he what he says doesn't meet reality at all. Anyways, guys, Vince, this is what he said. Vince has been serving as an unpaid ambassador of Dominica since 2019. Right there, guys. And of course, he's indeed an ambassador. That's why they call him ambassador. It's really interesting. They also call him Ambassador Dr. Vince Henderson. I don't know if he's a real doctor. Does he have any sort of degree to indicate that he's actually a doctor who went to study and went through the grind to be given that label? Or he was just given some paper by some school and say, hey, thank you very much for what? We have no idea for what, but they're giving him I'm thinking. I don't know if he's an honorary like Skerrit. You know, they just call him doctor in Dubai and all the other places right there, and he's not a real doctor at all. So I don't know if that is, you know, it have a set of fake doctors in the place right now. Don't go to them, not for medical attention and no type of physiological, no type of help, brothers and sisters. Don't go to them. They are not real doctors. They are called honorary doctors, just like what this individual is saying right there. Of course, this is one of the address, and of course, it has been addressed to His Excellency Vince Henderson. Okay, they didn't use doctor, so that's good right there. But he's still an ambassador. That's why they call him Ambassador Vince Henderson in this regard. And the question must be asked, guys, did Vince Henderson violate the election laws of Dominica by not resigning as an ambassador to get nominated in Granby? Has he violated this thing right there, guys? I want to show you guys this thing right there. Of course, according to the Electoral Act, let me see, House of Assembly's Electoral or Elections Act, Section 15, and you can go down right there. This is something that you have to agree to. It's stated right there, I do not hold, nor am I acting in any office of emolument in the service of the state. And those of you who don't know what emolument means, is some sort of getting paid for compensation in the service of the state. So you do not hold any funds in this regard. Now, guys, I can go deeper in this thing, but to get deeper in this thing is more for a vlog vibe. But I won't get into that, guys. I just want to go through the video that was being stated. This is Clarence Christian, I believe, who was talking a set of foolishness on the radio. Let me zoom into his face so you guys can see his face. Oh, well, you can't see his face on the mask. He's Shredder right now. Okay, Shredder. Alright then. So we put in that there so that people can actually see what's going on. Alright.
And you look at the payment. The last time Vince get a salary as an ambassador was in January 2019.
So that is what this guy is saying. He's saying the last time Vince got a paycheck from I guess from wherever they just get paid from was in the last time 2019. Okay, this is I'll go a little further on that, guys. This is a reaction. Let me react to it.
Let me repeat that. The last time he got a salary on Facebook as an ambassador was January 2019.
That's almost 3 years ago.
So almost 3 years ago, last time he got paid as an ambassador, even though he's still an ambassador today, is in 2019. So he has been an unpaid ambassador. That's what he's saying right there. We don't know if that is true. That is what he's saying. We don't know if that is true or not. But that is what he's saying. We're just reacting to that, guys. Like I said before, I'm not going in depth with this thing. But that is what this guy is saying. This guy is saying that Vince has been an unpaid ambassador for the past 3 years, brothers and sisters. And he's still an ambassador today. Okay? Let's continue.
Almost 3 years ago, Vince has not received his salary because Vince was giving up the ambassadorship.
So Vince was giving up the ambassadorship
because he is now doing international consultancy.
So he's now doing something else. So he's doing something else.
And he is working as a consultant with the geothermal company, which I was the chairman.
Oh, interesting. You were the chairman, and Vince now is the chairman, I guess, of the thing. I guess he's part of the whole thing right now. So he's still an ambassador, but he wanted to leave it for him to become start doing his geothermal thing, and then he's still an ambassador, but this time he's unpaid. So how is he making that money? Let's see.
And then he is being remunerated.
But he's being referred to as Ambassador Henderson.
But he is an ambassador because he is an honorary ambassador to the thing. So he keeps the Prime Minister telling him, okay, hold on as ambassador.
Okay, so he's an honorary ambassador. All right.
You're not drawing. But you're not drawing any money as ambassador to the United States and the OAS.
So you mean to tell me you're so dedicated to the fact of being ambassador that you decide, you know what, I don't want to be paid as ambassador, even though I am an ambassador, but now I am going into geothermal and could make more money, I'm guessing. I don't need to be paid as an ambassador. I can hold the title as an ambassador. What is he doing as an ambassador is an interesting question, because if you're not getting paid to be an ambassador, but you're still an ambassador, but still you are still on the other side doing something in geothermal, then why are you still an ambassador in the first place? Why? Because you're not getting paid one, you're not doing much of an ambassadorship program, and you're in another organization getting money. So you mean to tell me you're holding ambassadorship just to hold ambassadorship position? A unpaid position? Okay, let's say that is okay.
Hold that for Clarence, because, and that is not
Hold on.
the first time we're having that.
So there were multiple people doing that.
Frank Barron of blessed memory was our honorary ambassador non-resident ambassador to the UK, to the UN, and all his expenses were paid for.
Yeah, so he wasn't getting the salary.
So they won't get salaries, but they were getting all the expenses paid. So in other words, if I was to get $1,000 initially, I would not, and that's why I was getting my monies and whatnot, plus my expenses being paid for, I would get my $1,000. Now all my expenses are being paid for. Their expenses, this frank individual, this barren person he was talking about, their expenses were being paid for. So whatever they wanted that they could consider as expense was being paid for. So technically they were being paid, but the expenses that were being paid, however, they were not receiving a salary, according to what this individual is saying.
Salary.
Damian Dublin is the ambassador for Costa Rica. He's here, he's not getting a salary. We have had that before. So Vince Henderson is not getting a salary. And so the Prime Minister asked him, well, hold on,
let me fix that.
Ambassador to the OAS and the US, but he's not going to be getting paid. So he says he's not getting paid. So anything, so I don't even know if he's getting paid for his expenses because there is no payment for him.
So you don't know if he's getting paid or not. So he could be getting paid for his expenses and everything, which can pretty much be equated to whatever I need to get done. You have to take care of me. I am the ambassador. You have to take care of me. I am an ambassador. So if I fly in from here to Puerto Plata, I want to go and take a break, you have to pay that for me. I'm the ambassador. So pretty much any and everything I do, you will have to pretty much pay for me because why? I'm an ambassador of the country. So technically you are getting paid since your expenses are being paid for. Unless you are not getting paid at all and you have to pay for everything that you do and then you're still the ambassador, but because you have another job now, it's okay and whatnot. The logic on that doesn't make much sense for me. But let's say everything that this individual is saying is correct. He was the ambassador. He was a paid ambassador before. He is now an unpaid ambassador according to you. He is now some individual in charge of geothermal and whatever. So he's getting the monies. Magwesa, give somebody else a chance now. You're not from St. Joseph. You're not from Grand Bay. You're not from Grand Bay. You have all these things. You mean to tell me you're an ambassador and you're not getting paid? That means you're making up money from elsewhere and getting so much money. You don't need to get paid. You're now trying to take away the job from somebody else who is a prime Granbarian that can actually do something and has been doing things for the community. You're trying to take away from the Grand Bay people their representative so that you can become somebody inside there. Why? Is the great question I want to ask. Why? But guys, there's something that you guys probably forgot. But I remember it very well. And of course, this was sent to me as well. This was Vince Henderson just before elections in 2019, brothers and sisters. May we never forget this situation right there. That was Vince escaping from the mob that came from them. That was when they were trying to push all these kind of negative things when they came down. And of course, they noticed that a lot of corruption was taking place during elections. And of course, they bypassed that and tried to say, I think one of the points that they actually brought out was, well, America is doing this. What is the point on them? And I think that is one of the points that they actually brought out in this thing right there. But it's like somebody's stealing it and somebody else they steal in. So I can steal too. So you can't say nothing. That is an interesting scope right there on the flip side. But of course, let's go back. I think we're going to be going back to this at yes. I think so this is...
This has to stop. You all are going to get kicked out of this country eventually.
Oh, he came out the vehicle.
You have a diplomatic passport. You should speak. Stop your people. Sick. Doing this bill. Stop your people. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. Where is she? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yes. Did they call films a salop?
on you.
Come back and take your walk again. Come back and take your walk.
Wait a while, I noticed something there. He was driving off. He was driving off.
Dirty. Dirty.
He stopped the ride.
You all are gonna get kicked out of this country here eventually.
He came out from the ride.
Shame on your fins. You have a diplomatic passport. You should speak.
And then he went back.
You should be ashamed. Where is she?
That's interesting. And Grambe people, you mean to tell me that is the person that you want to go and represent all you? The one that literally put Dominica back and dropping Dominica back by coming and bring up some fake stupidness in front of the court system in Washington, D.C.? That is all your representative, and you think he's going to be doing something for all you when he literally did this to Dominica? Anyway, somebody made this post right there. Pat Aaron actually made this post. Granby people have always supported David against Goliath. Interesting. In the Bible and in the movies. Okay, I understand. So they pretty much supported David and Goliath in the Bible and in the movies. Today, Granby is uniquely blessed to get the opportunity to support David against Goliath in real life. Of course, we know about Handbag. He is the one going up. We'll talk about this photo in a while. And of course, to support the opportunity of giving Handbag, who is known as or considered David in this regard, and Goliath against these individuals right there. This individual right there in this regard. And he is pretty much asking Granbarians, do not waste this opportunity. They're pleading with Granbarians. And I can see something actually happening as a result of this individual. You know, I know a number of persons were talking about this very same situation. Viva actually pointed this out. Our young people are graduating with 1s and 2s and 3s and 12s subjects and all this kind of things there. A number of persons were making a little showdown about Handbag, saying about the students getting 1s and 10s and 12s when it comes down to the situation right there. However, it is important to be mindful of something that people seem to be missing in the very same video. The people who get all these 10s and 10s of 1s, 10s of 1s and 11s of 1s, of 12s of 1s, and how much 2s and this kind of things there, most of them don't have a proper job. I can speak about my own sect in my classroom, the valedictorians, people who did extremely well in our school and whatnot. Most of the people who literally watch society and realize, hey, something else needs to happen for me to elevate themselves. These people who have done the best in school, this is why I said it yesterday, 2 days ago on the vlog channel, talking about the possibility of answering the needs of the people rather than doing academics in terms of elevating yourself. Academics are a safe way for you to just live and survive. Not necessarily live, but to survive. You obey what they tell you to do in school. You do well in school. They give you the Victorian. They give you a prize for obeying well. And that is that right there. In my own sect, the individuals I know who got the valedictorians and this kind of people there, they are not doing, the society and the economy has not done them justice at all. They have not just done them justice at all, brothers and sisters. If you remember your valedictorians and they are in Dominica, let me know how well they are doing right now when it comes down to this situation. It cannot just be my own people, my own sect, my own classroom, class as well. The very people who got the valedictorians and statutarians and had all the prizes and whatnot, they are not doing the best. They are not doing the best at all. So it is important that we keep this in mind. But cannot these individuals who have done well in school cannot get job under labor in Dominica? They have to try their best to see if they can go overseas. Overseas is where they have to try their best to see if they can go. And notice that, guys, the people who got valedictorians and whatnot, when they go overseas, all Dominicans doing well too, You know much people on the honor roll in Grambling University from Dominica? Almost all are Dominicans on that honor roll there. On the presidential honor roll. So let's keep that in mind right there. So guys, I want to just tell you guys this very important thing right there, guys. Of course, he actually set up, I don't know who set it up for him, but it seems like he has a lot of support when it comes down to the people who are helping him with this thing. I know he did not set this up, somebody else set it up for him. And of course, this is one of the things that he's trying to do right there. Of course, I think Siri is going to be doing a plan, his plans and stuff that he has for Grand Bay. I think it'll be uploaded today, and they're actually doing something today as well in that regard. So we'll see how that goes when Siri posts up the videos. If you guys want to get the heart of the meat of that situation, definitely check out Siri Exposing YouTube channel, and you will definitely get that right there. Of course, this is Handbag, aka Julius Gabriel, aka the bird on the symbol. And of course, this is some of the things that he wants to do right there. He wants to give $10,000 to small businesses, which is very small, very small, okay, in terms of inflation and all right then. But still, it's something right there. And I'm guessing he's trying to increase the NEP workers to 2,000, I guess, per year. I don't know what that is like or whatever. And of course, 5,000 for homes in this regard. I think one of the things that they're trying to push is actually giving a stimulus for the people who are in the need to get stimulus, because all other countries are giving stimulus packages except Dominica. Dominica wasn't giving no type of stimulus package at all. Well, they gave some people fig. They gave some people fig and some hand and yellow bag and stuff. They gave that. I guess that was the stimulus package. While other countries are giving people monies. Antigua, I think, gave. The St. Kitts gave. Trinidad, I think, gave as well. Who else? Grenada definitely gave for sure. So we know a number of countries gave, but Dominica gave people fig, and people who are farmers were getting fig, and they are fig in their yard and stuff. So that was interesting right there. Of course, a number of persons have been saying thanks for he's saying thanks for your support. A number of persons are saying, if you're not supporting him, why are you here? Best of luck, Handbag. So I guess individual support, I support you, so and so forth. So a number of persons are saying that they support Handbag in this regard, and I know a number of persons who are trying to raise funds for him as well. If you guys want to contribute to raise funds for Handbag, you can definitely let me know in the comment box below, and I'll send it to my email and then organize you of how you can actually do that right there. And the money goes to Handbag, and of course Siri will definitely let you guys know what is taking place, because it's gonna be going to Siri and Siri to Handbag, and you know that's how it rolls, man. We keep it 100, no doubt about it. Anyways, guys, it is rather interesting of all the situation that is taking place, but this is very important to me, guys. The young people out there are not getting anything. They're not getting much. What are young people getting, brothers and sisters? What? And it's not to say I'm asking you. I know. I'm just asking you to think for yourself, brothers and sisters, because I know the answer already. They're not getting nothing. They're telling people about entrepreneurship. People came down talking about the people from overseas going to come down. Remember when they were saying that? People from overseas going to flock to Dominica. Now people have come down. I know a few of them. One just tried something the other day and she had to go back, because she checking is really, really tough. It's really tough in Dominica to have your own business. You bring your money from overseas to come and do things in Dominica, and another individual was waiting for loans from the bank up to now. The man said up to now we can't get nothing. He provided stuff for the government and absolutely nothing. So it's rather interesting. Anyways, guys, there's something rather interesting taking place in the United States. I thought I'd put that out. It is Veterans Day in the United States right now. This is a Mystelics family who actually showed me this video right there.
It's Veterans Day, and the parade is going on.
And for those
soldiers out there, the Navy and
everybody, Air Force, everybody.
So they're actually organizing.
My cousin was in the Air Force right there, guys. So I know she's definitely part of this.
And before the real parade starts at 12 o'clock, I'm in the heart of it, taking a glimpse. It's going to be going all the way down to Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Ave. I guess they're going to be marching or something. This is the kind of preparations before they did that. Now, guys, you might be wondering, why am I posting this stuff? I just mentioned a while ago my cousin was actually in there. I know a number of persons who are actually in the army and in the Air Force and these kind of things there. So Yeah, there's also a Mystelics family who's also is a veteran. This is him right there, guys. Clinton Anselm was also a veteran. This is what he stated right there. Yes, indeed, I served and survived in this regard right there. So he was also an individual who was part of, or he's a veteran in this regard. So I guess they give him kudos right there. Veterans Day. So holiday in the United States right now for the veterans. Well, I think sometimes they'll ill-treat them, especially when it comes down to the Rona situation. They tell them you have to take it or retire. So some people were discharged.
Looking at the Veterans Day Parade, 1902. It's a World War I Jeep right there.
It looks like that for sure.
It's a mile of serviceman. Today's Veterans Day, so glimpse of what's going on. You know, one thing I've just realized, that all the people that in the service are actually in the parade, no one of them are wearing a mask. At this moment, they're just not going to be wearing masks, but there's something to watch and behold.
That's an interesting question. Because guys, keep in mind, we all know that even if you are injected or not, you can still spread it. You can carry the Rona and you can still spread the Rona. So that's another interesting aspect right there. But kudos to the veterans out there, all the Dominicans and the Caribbean people, the Grenadians who have represented, well, they represented United States, but they came from the Caribbean. Big up yourself one time, including Clinton Anselm right there. Big up yourself, bro, one time. But it's important, guys, when we look at the situation right there, we ourselves need our veterans. We need veterans to stand up, boy. Shame, and this is the representatives you want to come and represent, to do things for you. This is the guy that you want to come and do things for you after doing these horrible things to Dominica. They bring all kind of people doing all kind of corruption in the place. And that is the people that you want to come and do things for you. Well, then again, people voting for Skerrit, and they know he's doing some corrupt things in the place. So, I mean, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. At the end of the day, guys, it is still your benefit or your loss if you decide to sell your vote for this guy to come and do things in your country and he for your constituency, and he has not done anything in his. So I don't know what kind of up and down charade all you doing. Now, guys, in regards to this one right there, I could say a lot more, but because this is reaction, guys, I have to keep it reactionary in this regard. Right there, this guy doesn't make much sense, but c'est la vie. But guys, be smart. When Siri uploads this video, I will definitely post that in the description as well, so you can attach and link, so it'll definitely be like a next video, something like that, so we can definitely get to see all the sides and whatnot of this. Anyways, guys, this is pretty much all about for this here reaction. Definitely subscribe and turn on that post notification if you want to become a part of that Mystelics reaction family as well. And definitely give this video a thumbs up for the individuals out there who stood against this foolishness of this guy. And of course, give this video a thumbs up for handbag. If you guys want a handbag to win, I think I should start saying that in the starting of my videos. If you guys want a handbag to win, give this video a thumbs up right there. Let me know that in the comment box below as well. What are your thoughts on the whole situation? And of course, kudos to the veterans who served in the United States Army or whatever platoon effect that you guys served in this regard. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next reaction video.